in God, and God in them. Today is a very special day. It's a very important day for Claire and for Robert. It's a day that we'll remember for many years. But it's not a day where we need to be prim and proper and straight-laced. This is a celebration. So please relax and enjoy yourselves, and we'll work through the service one step at a time. And anybody who needs to do anything, I'll tell them when they need to do it, and you don't need to worry about anything. Cameras are absolutely fine as long as they don't get in the way of Robert and Claire, and they're enjoying the talk today. If anyone needs them, the toilets are out that corridor down the left-hand side. We start the service by singing from Psalm 23, the Witness, and with delight. Jesus himself was a guest at a wedding in Cana of Galilee. Through his Spirit, he is with us now, to enrich our love and to give us peace and joy. Let us pray. Robert, would you repeat after me? I take you, Claire, to be my wife. Claire, would you repeat after me? I take you, Robert, to be my husband, and do before the presence of God, and before these witnesses, promise and covenant to be a loving, faithful and dutiful wife to you, till God shall separate us by death. Would you repeat after me? Claire, I give you this ring.
Claire, I give you this ring.
In God's name. As a symbol of all that we have promised and all that we share. God and this congregation, you have pledged that you will live together in Christian marriage, in the words of your promises and in the symbolism of the joining of hands and the giving of ring. I therefore declare you to be husband and wife. In the name of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Those whom God has joined together, let no one separate. Just before you light it, I'll just say that. Well, Robert, do you want to go on the silence? This candle you're about to light is a candle of marriage. Its fire is special because it represents the light of two people in love. This candle before you is a candle of commitment because it takes two people working together to keep it aflame. This candle is also a candle of unity because both must come together, giving a spark of themselves to create its new light. As you light this candle today, may the brightness of the flame shine throughout your lives. May it give you courage and reassurance in darkness, warmth and safety in the cold, and strength and joy in your bodies, minds, and spirits. May your union be forever blessed.
haven't met yet, my name's Paul. I'm married to my wife Rose, lovely wife Rose in the blue, and she is Claire's aunt. And I'm sure you'll all agree that it's been a great privilege for us to share this really special occasion with Claire and Robert, and to be in attendance at the ceremony at the church today. It was great to witness them taking their vows and making their lifetime commitment to each other. And the piper that welcomed Claire into the church and gave him a great send-off, a real Scottish send-off. And I know that that was the best kept secret of today. And Louise was behind that, and a great surprise for Robert and Claire, because they didn't know that this was going to happen. Claire, what a beautiful bride in that wonderful dress, tiara, fantastic, and a real princess of the day in Robert's words. And I noticed when Robert was putting that ring on your finger today, he was so proud that you were going to be his wife, and I'm sure that that will continue. But what can I say about Robert? You're Prince Charming in that wonderful kilt and the regalia that goes with it. And while we were helping him to get ready today, everything was going smoothly and Robert was really quite relaxed. But he had two sort of moments of indecision. And the first one was, what was he going to put into his porridge? And he said, should it be my wallet, my keys, or my hip flask? And I think he decided on all three, just to be safe. And the second decision that he was unsure about was whether or not he should wear anything under his kilt. But the answer to that is for only Robert to know.
I disagree, the minister has something to do with that.
I know he's not here, but I would like to thank Alan for the sensitive way in which he conducted that wonderful ceremony today. It was fantastic. Now, all through their lives, Robert and Claire have not been without difficulties, but as Alan said today, they both have this wonderful sense of humour. And I remember particularly with Claire one occasion when she was talking to her father about politics, and her father was an MP, by the way, and she said, that friend of yours, Mr. Fish and Chips. And, after a little bit of further questioning, it turned out to be Alex Salmon. Oh. I can understand the fish, but I don't know quite what the chips are all about. Robert told me this morning that Claire and him had been together since 2008.
No, 1999.
1999. And it's been a great pleasure to us as a family to see how their love for each other has grown and developed over that period of time, and how they've supported and helped each other through difficult times and the good times. And Robert, as a family, we would, on behalf of the Douglas clan, I would like to welcome you into our family.
Thank you.
And I'm sure you will make Claire a great husband.
That's what she likes. She likes my food. But the only thing is, there's a secret about my wife here. If you say to her, like, do you want steak pie, chips and beans? She says no. Do you want a haggis? She says no. But if I go and cook something and put it down in front of her, she'll eat it.
What did you want?
That's a good lesson to learn there. Rose and I have been married for 46 years. And people often ask us how we've managed to reach that milestone and still be together. To be serious for a moment, just a couple of things that have helped us along the way and I thought I'd mention. Firstly, Claire and Robert, you may find this helpful, just to keep talking to each other, keep listening to each other, to do them both in equal proportions. Secondly, to be open and honest with each other and share every aspect of your lives and to trust each other with everything that goes on. And to accept each other for who you are and what you are and not try to change anything in each other. Just remember why you fell in love with each other and think back to that on every occasion. I think now it only remains for me to thank everybody who has worked so hard to make this occasion so successful and memorable for Claire and Robert. And without you all, I'm sure this day would not have been as it has been. Particularly, I'd like to thank the A team in Scotland who have been on the ground. Liz in particular, who I know has masterminded everything in her meticulous attention to detail. And not only thought about what had to be done, but I know doing a lot of it herself. And Elaine, who's done the flowers and I believe the makeup, thank you for that. For Jane, who I know has also been very supportive, and for Andre with his wonderful camera there. Thank you for what you've done. And I'm sure what you produced today will provide Robert and Claire with many, many happy memories that they will cherish for the rest of their lives. So thank you. And for Rose and Louise, who've been beavering away at a distance over many years to help and support Robert and Claire. So I'd just like to thank them too. And anybody else who I haven't specifically mentioned, thank you all for being here and for doing what you've done, and I'm sure you will continue to support Claire and Robert in the years to come. Now Claire has said to me that I shouldn't speak for too long, so I think maybe now's the time for me to stop. Is that long enough, Claire? That's about right. So, without further ado, I will pass over to Giles, who is Claire's cousin, and who I'm sure will be more entertaining and amusing than I have been. And Frank will then follow him because I know he would like to say a few words. So thank you all.
Yeah, Giles, okay? Giles is going to sit here.
Oh, stand here. If only to get the exercise out. Hi everyone, I'm Giles. I've been asked to say a few words, so I was thinking of some on the train. Spatula, goldfish, combustible. Thank you. I suppose actually probably we really should be talking about Claire and Robert on their day. Let's be honest, this wedding's been coming for a long time. You know, Claire and Robert have been together as long as I can remember, and that's a long time as anyone will tell you to put up with a Douglas of any sort, so well done, Robert. You can just ask my 10-year-old self exactly what I thought of my mum to find out quite how much of a hassle that can be. But Robert has not only put up with a Douglas, but in building his life with Claire, he's become one. He joins honorary members of the Douglas clan, such as my grandma Jean, my uncle Paul, that train from Thomas the Tank Engine, there's a few others as well. Robert, you're very welcome amongst us all, though I can't promise you'll ever persuade us of the whole kilt thing, truth be told. Before I continue, I should just mention a few of the people who can't be here today. My brother Ned and my dad Richard, I know would have absolutely loved to be here. Unfortunately, they're both actors and so need all the bloody work they can get. So they're currently about to take to the stage like a pair of performing monkeys. Of course, it's a very fitting description. I've been calling my brother a baboon since he was born, and he's very much taken that to heart, so I think that's a good thing. I know Grandma Jean would also have loved to have been here. I know, you know how proud she is of you, but I think it does bear being today. I'm absolutely sure she will see absolutely all the videos and be kind of on site within moments, as it were, to have a word. She's always been a very kind of wee stick of a woman. When it comes to kind of standing up for you and for Mum, she's been absolutely fierce. And so I know she'll be net keeping photos come tomorrow morning and on the phone straight away. Also, Robert's mum and dad, who is sadly no longer with us, I'm absolutely certain they'd have loved to have been here today. Not least because, as Robert told me earlier, his dad would have killed him if he'd not turned up. Robert's other sister couldn't be with us today either, but I'm sure she'll be filled in on the whole thing, not least the trials and tribulations of the kilt.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I think there's probably a good line of work in tartan belt making. Keep those things up. Some other people who couldn't be with us today: Shane Ritchie, Will.i.am, Thor, the God of Thunder, Johnny Depp, all unable to make it on account of being American, mythical, filming The X Factor and on EastEnders, but not necessarily in that order. I'm very pleased, however, that Johnny Depp was unable to send us an honorary American in my partner Katie. Robert, if you can put up with Claire even half as much as Kate puts up with me, then a medal is in order down the line. I'm absolutely certain of that. Finally, to Claire's dad and my grandfather, Dick Douglas. Claire, I know being around politicians can be infuriating, but no one can doubt how much of a force your dad was in all of our lives. It's a cruel tragedy he's no longer with us, and know how much he wanted to see today. So with that, I would like to make a very quick toast to absent friends and those who are no longer with us.
Absent friends.
And bluntly, because it's a wedding and there's always a good excuse for a drink, I'd like to make another toast to Claire and Robert and a very long and happy marriage.
To Claire and Robert.
All the best.
That was a good parcel. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Just like all the Aberdonians, they've got two certain words. If you've got a problem, we've always been told, don't worry, be happy, and always look on the bright
Side of life. Da-da.
Right.
Hey.
Hey, come on. Right. Are you Robert following Kate?
We need to run the other way so that we can all, if you stand back there, then we can all see you.
You okay, Frank?
That's what a three-course meal does.
You can't count, it was 4.
We can see them.
Robert, I've known Robert for a long time. He's been a good friend of mine. I wish you all luck in the world, and many enjoying the happiness. He's been a good friend of me, so that's coming. And Robert, and on this day, you have a good married life, Robert and Claire.
Robert and Claire, yay!
Well done, Frank.
What's up?
That was good.
Well done.
Thank you.
So you're sporting.
I'm sorry. Sorry. It was my fault.
It's not your fault.
But who was that speech?
That was well, that was lovely, Frank. That was good. Really nice. That was good. Well, proud of you. So here's the Claire and Robert.
Here's the Claire and Robert. There we go. Claire and Robert.
I can't even reach from here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure.
No, it's fine.
Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
Just wandering straight into the shop.
Go!
Smile, Claire.
Sit, go!
Bye, Robert.
Bye, Robert.